So basically, we've just decided to turn our normal general conversations every night that we have into podcasts because some of our conversations are pretty fucking amazing. Also, there's going to be a lot of swearing in this. There's probably going to be a lot of sexual content, or there's definitely going to be a lot of sexual content. It's SL. So basically, what we are, Pixel Confessions, is a group of friends who gather on voice calls to share their daily Second Life experiences. Our conversations are diverse, spanning from casual chats to engaging debates sometimes. The varied exchange of ideas and experiences not only add to the depth of our interactions, but it also fosters a sense of camaraderie among the group. So, our team members bring a range of experiences, viewpoints to the podcast, and this ensures lively discussions and unique insights on topics spanning from PG to rated R. The chemistry between our team members creates a dynamic atmosphere that keeps things interesting. So, get ready for a roller coaster of emotions and opinions on Pixel Swagger Confessions. So basically, what we're gonna do, we'll do a quick intro. My name is Abby Lynn in SL. I am the founder of Pixel Swagger. Um, I am also currently the owner of Pixel Swagger and the owner of Pixel Swagger Live. I have a venue, or I have a sim that I host live events on, and we just love community stuff. So I brought my friends on board who are going to introduce themselves. Tegan, go ahead.
Hi, Deacon Rain. Not around a whole lot. I am an owner of Pixel Swagger. Started it with Abby and Aria. I also love to blog, so I do get on the blog and blog when I got time. Um, and I'm excited to be here. Okay, Aria.
I am Aria, one of the owners of Pixel Swagger. One of the started it with Tegan and Abby like 12 years ago or so because of our love for blogging. And now I run the community side of Pixel Swagger on Facebook with their help as well. Jesper.
Hi, I'm Jesper. You can find me in Pixel Swagger Discord. Um, been on SL for a while, and I guess I'm kind of like a consultant freeloader. I
That's true.
pretend I am good at stuff. I know a little about a lot of things. That's pretty much
That's a
it.
benefit.
Yeah, Nettie.
Hi
Oh,
guys, I'm Nettie. I'm the GM for Pixel Swagger Live. You might be asking yourself what that means. To be honest with you, I really don't know what it means half the time because my boss slash me looks at Abby Lynn as kind of a control freak. So, I'm kind of just a freeloader on the sim and I pitch ideas from time to time. Um, so yeah, that's what I do. I'm gonna toss it over now, I guess, to Aaron.
I'm Aaron, Headstrong Gemini on Second Life. I am a consultant slash manager, something in that area. Just like Eddie and Jasper, I too am a freeloader, and I offer what I can to Pixel Swagger when I can. But I I like to see the way the show is run, and what I really enjoy here is the camaraderie among everyone, and that's something that I think anyone who comes into Pixel Swagger is they're really gonna want to look forward to that.
wow, we're right on time. Good job, everybody. That was 5 minutes exactly. Now we got to jump into what or who are we and what Pixel Swagger is. So, very quickly, I'm just going to, so very quickly, Pixel Swagger. So, back in like 2011, 2012, I don't remember what year it was, I got bored and I decided to start a blog. And Tegan helped me name the blog. And it was after the song by Cher Lloyd, Swagger Jagger. So I decided on Pixel Swagger. After doing like 900 blog posts in a row. I was like, damn, I need some help because I need a break because I was getting quite a bit of attention at the time. So I was like, I asked Ari and Tegan if they wanted to come on as owners and blog with me, and here we are. So that was what, 15 years ago almost. So I've known Tegan so over 20 years. I've known Aria about 15 years. Jesper and Nettie and Aaron, I all met in September-ish of 2023. And we're all just a big happy fucking family now. Pixel Swagger to me is thanks to Aria, because Aria was the one that really wanted to make a community out of it. Is just that. It's an amazing community with no drama, just a bunch of friends hanging out, chilling, having fun. We have events, we hang out and play games together. And Pixel Swagger is an actually like beautiful thing, and I am so fucking proud of it. And I'm so proud to be able to share it with these guys here, but also like everybody who wants to be a part of it. And that is like a big thing right now. There's a lot of people that want to be a part of this, and they're all welcome, and we don't turn anybody away. But yeah, so that's what Pixel Swagger is to me. What's Pixel Swagger to you guys?
I think I'll agree with that. Like, most people go online to find a sense of community.
Mm.
And one thing that really sucks me into this vortex is like good people. It feels safe to talk about things and be authentic. We all just want to be our normal selves without having to be judged. So
That's
I feel
so
that
hard on here too.
it's really hard,
So much
especially.
judgment.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. But like that's one thing I've loved about Pixel Swagger, but I do think our community is a direct representation of the personalities that run it. And I think Abby, you're just incredible the way you treat people. And I think Pixel Swagger is kind of a extension of that.
Yeah, I have to like just yeah, because like you attract like-minded people to yourself, and I've been very fortunate because like not many people can say they've had a friendship with somebody in this game for 20 years. Actually, I met Tegan
Mhm.
before this game, but like not many
Yeah.
people can say they've fostered a friendship that long in this game. Like people just come and go out of your life so fast. They either get bored of the game and you're forgotten about, which isn't a topic we'll get into later about, the game. Is it a game? But anybody else? What is Pixel Swagger to you guys?
I mean,
Oh, go ahead, Aria.
I was gonna say, I mean, I pretty much feel the same way, and I love that we've met so many like-minded people. But I'm actually really honored about with Pixel Swagger how many people come in and after a short time tell us, that we've been what they've always wanted on SL, or that like we've created such a safe place, or that like they just feel so welcomed and comfortable off the bat, and like there really is no drama, and that's something like not only was it something that we wanted to create, but like we successfully created it, and I love getting that feedback. Like,
I know it just melts my heart. Like I think like 2 or 3 times a week I'll just get a random message, and it's just so freaking sweet, and I just love it. Ah! What was you gonna say, Nettie?
Well, I would just like to say, so I've been in SL for longer than I'd like to admit, roughly since 2008 on the Savvy and other accounts, as things go. But I've been a part of a lot of communities and friend groups and whatever have you call it, whatever you want. And I know everybody likes to say that they don't do drama and they try to keep things, fair and happy and, like good. But in all honesty, there's always cracks and things always tend to happen. But in the time I've spent with Pixel Swagger, I've been here since before like the community really started to thrive when it was just Abby and myself. And I've watched this community grow and blossom and become this beautiful living thing. And when they say there's no drama and there's no problems, there really isn't. Everybody here, this is like a sanctuary city. You know, everybody here is welcome to feel safe and at home, and it's just all love always for everybody. And I
think
just think it's beautiful. Look, I'm being really mushy right now, but I just think it's something beautiful to be a part of. And
it
yeah, you
is.
can
It really
absorb.
is beautiful.
And you know, like that's something like I can honestly sit here and say like me, Tegan, and Arya have never ever had a fight. Like we, you know, there's sometimes like we might like butt heads, but we've never like fought or disconnected. Like, yeah, I took an 8-year break, and that was for my mental health. But you know, we all need to do that stuff, and you know, coming back, they welcomed me back with like welcome arms, like as if I had never left. Like that's friendship. That's like
We knew
true.
you'd be back someday.
You never,
Like
you never left our heart.
we honestly, we knew that someday you'd be back. We kept our eyes open for you.
Hmm.
Yeah, they left me little codes in their other avatars, like where they were gonna be. Took me a whole damn week to find them.
There
Well,
is
I mean,
something else for people to look forward to, and it's something you guys didn't mention yet, and that's there's the blogging side of it where people can showcase themselves, their fashion, their art, and then you have the live side of it where there really is some really quality entertainment by way of a couple of DJs and some really talented live singers. And so when you combine all of that together, you really do create a spectacular community, and I think it's a very positive experience for the average person who comes in and encounters that. They meet great people. They experience, excellent entertainment, and it really is something that's truly enjoyable and should be cherished.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate. We've been very blessed, especially in the last 5 months. Like the community has taken off. We literally went from 200 members to 700 right now in the Facebook group, and the Discord's growing every day. The Discord's active. We're on voice calls all the time. It is a really good and safe space, but we also don't do, like we said, we don't do drama. I'll shut it down. If you come in and you're starting drama, if it doesn't stay outside of the walls of Pixel Swagger, then this you're not a safe you're not making it a safe place. So um we're just very strict about it. We do not do drama. That being said, are we on to the next topic already? Oh my gosh, this is going by really fast. Like really, really fast. So, just really quickly though, again, so the podcast has come about just because this is what we do every night. We just sit and we BS and we just have fun. And some of this, like I said, some of the stuff that we talk about, I've made comments before like this should have been recorded, like some of this stuff. So that being said, we're gonna jump into the very first topic, and we're going hardcore straight away with pixel sex. Anybody want to jump in? So pixel sex by definition is actually I'm not even going to go by definition. What I mean by it is um SL intercourse with your avatars, getting off sexual arousal from watching your avatars do the hanky panky. I know some of us are nay and some of us are pro. I'm a pro. Obviously, Aaron's a pro.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah.
I have Abby, I have a question. When you say
What?
you're a pro, do you mean you're a pro at animated sex or you're pro for it?
Both.
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 Okay. Okay.
Yes. I am
All right.
pro it. I'm pro for it and pro at it. That is why you cannot see into our house.
Oh, okay. So much for the voyeurs on the sim.
What about you? Yeah. So this is an adult sim, but I'm, like I don't encourage sex on our sim. Like it's not for our peers to come here and, all that stuff. Like if you want to do some hanky panky, that's fine. But this is my private sex playground, I guess.
I mean, I'd say it's come a long way. Like Asher and I were just talking about this. He put on his like original avatar, and like I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, just imagine 10 years ago, People were people were
Oh,
getting off to those triangle nips.
Oh,
And-
Jesus Christ. No, the prim dicks. The prim dicks. Like y'all
Just
weren't
like-
here 12 years. Some of y'all weren't here 12 years ago when you there was no flaccid dick. It was just you put it on and that was it. It was
You were just you were ready to go 24/7.
You were just ready to go.
Yeah, just a giant wooden monstrosity, right?
Especially
Yep.
when you like TP to like a random place and it's just like a male avatar wearing jeans and then that prim dick is just like,
They
popping
still
out.
don't have their AO on. They're sitting there with their hands on their hips, looking
Wait,
around
let's
like a
not
Lego
forget-
character.
Yes.
Let's not forget Josh and Asher just reminded us of Lola's.
Oh my god, the
I-
Lolas.
I need to know what that
Abby and her
is.
I
Lolas.
also
I
need to know what
remember
that is.
Abby and her Lolas.
Tell me what that
So-
is. That
The
predates
Lola
me.
boob- The Lola
They were-
boobs.
They were basically implants.
Yeah.
What?
So basically, like back then, like you didn't have mesh avatars. You just had the basic avatar. And so when Lola's first came out is actually when I first started Pixel Swagger, and I bought these motherfuckers, and oh my god, to skin match this stuff was ridiculous because like nobody really played with wind lights back then. It was just
And there
when
was
you-
no baked on mesh.
yeah, there was no baked on mesh.
And
so, like,
every
you-
skin store had their own skin tones.
it was like, and the only thing I can say this was like is like when a drag queen dresses up and she puts on like the fake boobs over top, like the silicone boobs. That's basically what I did every day, and then I had to match it to my skin, which was way too dark, and my avatar was way too tiny, and these things were like torpedoes sticking out of my chest. And they were,
Ow.
and you couldn't find any. Oh, and then the only thing that you could do to them is like when you bought a top, they would provide you with a texture to put over your tits because your tits didn't fit in the top. So
Yeah, I'm gonna have to see some of these pictures of you back in the day when all
Yep.
of this was happening.
Dude, the
Oh,
Lolas
shoot.
were ridiculous. And the only thing that was worse than the Lolas, personally in my opinion, was the mesh ass.
Or the feet. No, the feet and the hands. And then the
You had-
thigh gap. Do you guys
No,
remember
Wait.
The thigh gap, that's what I was talking about with the ass. It had the thigh gap too, yeah.
Okay, wait. The feet and
I'm
the
sorry,
hands were
what?
okay, but those lips were ridiculous.
Women
Are you
running around
telling
as
me-
themselves.
Are you telling me you had to buy a separate ass for your avatar?
You had to buy everything separate before mesh had to put it through.
Yeah,
That's
everything
amazing.
was separate. And like the feet, your hands,
nice.
and like
Oh.
they made special shoes for like right now you buy special clothes to fit whatever body you're on. Well, now back then they made special shoes to fit whatever feet you had on because there was like 20 different kinds of mesh feet.
Yeah.
Like when mesh first came out, it was fucking ridiculous. Like when I came back last year, poor Aria was so frustrated with me because my avatar hadn't been updated in 8 years. She's just like, here's
You didn't know where
fucking
to
body,
start
put
with
it
her.
on. She's like,
I
"Here's a
remember
body,
that.
just put it on right now." And I'm like, I tried
So
to put it on. I'm like
embarrassing.
so confused. Oh my god, it was
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you know,
Well, and, like,
somebody.
I was saying
Oh, go ahead, go
nowadays, like it's totally different. You have to wear like 18 HUDs, and you need 10
Yes.
hands to control everything.
Right.
So okay, so back into the pixel sex. So back then you didn't, or even like a year ago, like I was so frustrated when I first came back because like I was looking at all this stuff and it's like there's a cum HUD, there's all the animations. You got to switch through everything. Now they make fucking furniture that does it all and connects to your stupid love-ins. You ain't got to do shit. You literally just have to sit there and you don't have to mess with your HUDs or nothing. It just like puts you through them. You just
You can keep both
pick
hands free,
random-
which is how it should be.
yeah, well, depending. I mean, like some not, but that's the other thing. Like, so for me and Aaron, yeah, we pixel fuck and we voice, but a lot of people fucking type. How the fuck do you type and get off? I don't
mean,
understand
it-
this.
You're talking going from a 10-minute experience to a 45-minute experience, essentially. Which
Yeah,
I
I don't
guess
want
you could
45
consider that a
minutes of
form of foreplay,
experience. I'm a wham bam, let's go. Like
right? Yeah,
I
same.
am. Like, let's go. I don't have time for that shit. What about you guys? Oh, well, are any of you or have any of you pixel sex?
Abby.
Obviously.
I never have.
So,
I mean, it'd be a little ridiculous to think that none of us have ever had.
Well, I know that you did because I got sent pictures, asshole. What the?
oh my
But
god.
you didn't get to see my asshole, but we can arrange that with Aaron's blessing.
No.
Sorry, man. It would
So-
just be the pixel asshole.
Oh
I
my god! Just
actually-
the pixel.
I
Don't you
actually
do-
had an opinion on the pixel sex topic because I don't do anything on here because me and my real life actually don't
Do it in
allow
real
each
life.
other. We don't allow each other to do SL stuff with anyone else besides us. So I've actually, when RC is on, who is my real life, we've actually had pixel sex, and actually it was very much a turn on. And then we just walk into the bedroom and finish what we started online. And I feel like
You
I need
use it
that
as
in my life.
foreplay.
yeah.
It can be an enhancement to your personal sex
Oh,
life. I
it
mean, if
definitely
you're
was.
with your partner, you can explore the kinks that you haven't explored in real life. You could do that with your partner on Second Life, and maybe open your relationship up to a new world that you haven't really experienced before or taken any kind of part in or even considered. And I think that's a great form of foreplay, and it definitely could help enhance your sexuality with your partner.
Spice. It keeps the spice.
You
Right.
can explore without having to clean up furniture. Asher just said, if there's no cleanup afterwards, it was not a good session. Asher. Period.
True.
Unless you use that M&M HUD or whatever it's called,
Oh my god.
then there's
M&M.
cleanup.
M&M.
Yeah.
Hub.
But-
The I am
That's
it. The
not
come
mine,
on.
HUD.
The
Yeah,
element
it's not mine.
Oh,
HUD.
listen. So okay, I have that HUD, and okay, the first time somebody, so the first time somebody told me about that HUD. So when you're wearing that HUD, and after you've had sex and there's cum on you, you have to actually shower it off in a specific shower, like that will clean you, quote. And the first time somebody, I was talking to this girl, and she's like, "I'll be over in a minute. I just have to shower. I have cum." She's like, "I have cum all over me," and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's an attachment." And I was like, "An attachment?" So I'm like Googling, and I'm on call with Ari and Tegan. Actually, I'm like, "There's a HUD that gets cum all over you," and I thought she meant in real life, like. Because I was talking about Lovins with her prior to that. And I was like, why the fuck would you want that? Like, what does this cum look like? So I'm Googling it thinking that it's real life stuff. And then I find out later on that it's SL. But this thing is ridiculous. Like, it's.
Well, you can also get a HUD that like forces you to lick it off yourself or
Yes,
someone
it's
else.
the same. Yeah, it's the same thing. But the thing is, like, if you're wearing this HUD and you're just walking along and somebody else is wearing it, you don't have it set to a specific setting. Anybody can just come on your leg.
Yeah.
Um,
So
God.
somebody leaves it on, goes AFK.
Didn't somebody here have cum on their face accidentally because of it?
Definitely
Somebody
wasn't
told
me
me.
'cause I
sounds like
don't know what
something
this HUD
that
is.
Abby would do, in all honesty.
Yeah, and I think
No.
it was Abby actually.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say
No,
Aria.
no, it wasn't me. No. It was a guy. I think it was a hot
It was a
wife.
guy.
Yeah, he was like, we were at Hot Wife Hotel, and then I looked over and there's fucking cum on his cheek. And I was like, what the? He's like, some asshole just fucking come on me. It's like, you gotta change the settings for that shit. What the hell?
Wow, that's amazing. But I'd like to rewind just like a few minutes. Jesper, what's this about a cum licking system, and what is your algorithm like?
Sorry, what?
You said something about a cum licking
She's talking
attachment.
about the male version of the cum HUD.
Yeah, the LMNOP HUD has the option, right? I think it's on that
I
HUD.
didn't even know
the-
about this fucking HUD.
Yeah, how do you know all of this? Are you a dev for cum systems?
What are you
and testing?
talking about? It's literally on the HUD. I
I've
think,
never
I-
actually.
right?
I don't have these HUDs. I don't know.
Okay,
On
I
the
don't even know the
com
name
HUD.
of this HUD, but can I get the name of this HUD when we're done, please?
I always
INM.
get it
scientific
wrong.
It's
purposes.
called.
not
Yes.
It's
mine.
not mine. It's not
In
mine.
the mail
com.
version it's not actually mine.
Yeah,
Awesome.
INM. And like there's a button where it detects anyone nearby,
But
right?
it's not all mine.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
you
can come
can
on them.
ask you can ask them to lick the cum off you.
Yes.
Oh, can somebody in the chat link me to this? For like research purposes.
So you
I
have to
want
go
to be
to the
prepared
sim to
for our
get it.
next
You used to be able
podcast.
to get it in Marketplace, but it's not there anymore.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah.
But just
Okay.
type in
It's a fun
INM, you'll
system.
find it.
It's a fun
And-
system, but we do got to get on the next topic. We do got to get on the next topic, which is SL a game?
No.
No.
Depends on who you
Oh.
are. I mean, people do view it as a game, but I think when you do that, you're separating emotion.
And all of
Um,
you that
it's-
are actually listening to us live, we want your input too. Is SL a
Okay.
game?
Okay, so this is my opinion on it. I do feel like SL is a game, but so many of us communicate outside of SL. And I feel like it's absolutely no different than if I was to go on to Final Fantasy 14, which is an MMO where I can talk to people and I can connect with people and form real connections. So in the
Yeah, but you can't
aspect of
pixel fuck on there.
I mean, I've heard that there's places you can go and there's mods you can get. I've never done it. But I mean, you could actually, and there's clubs and stuff that you can go to and stuff like that. Apparently, that I've never done. But in that aspect, I think Second Life in its own is a game. But I feel like the connections that you make in SL that you take outside of SL is not a game. Like the people in this community are like my real life friends. Like I've met several of them. I want to meet all of them. Like the connections I'm making is way more than a game. But if we're talking about just the Second Life at face value, I do consider it a game.
Okay,
Oh.
so in the audience, we have it's a platform, not a game. It's a social platform for me. A game has a predefined purpose or goal, which I agree with.
right. It has
I don't agree.
Right.
Like I think like it's like The Sims, but even The Sims has a goal. Don't let your people die, right? Like on here, it's like
On here
your
we can
avatar
chop
do
our own
whatever
heads
the
off.
fuck we want. Yeah, well, yeah, we've done that. We've gone to Sims where we chop each other's heads off, and we laughed about it and moved
quite
along our way.
literally.
Yeah,
Quite
literally.
Well, like
I mean,
I agree with Asher on that. It's more of a platform than it is a
I
game.
think it's a
There-
social platform. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a
There-
chat service
however,
with avatars.
Right, but
Yeah.
you can create games within Second Life, be it a table game like Greedy or
Escape rooms.
an escape room from Mad P, to full blown RP sims and RP communities with multiple sims. I think it's just a platform that's here for us. It's a blank slate for us to do whatever we want with and whatever we're capable.
I honestly think SL is an amazing platform. Like there are so many, like obviously SL, the main thing in here is obviously sex. And that's the biggest thing on SL. But like the RPers, I've seen RPers like that just they're so talented as far as like writing, and they have such a huge imagination, and it's not just about sex for them, it's about being creative. And or like people that come in here like the meshers, it's a business for them, but it's a passion for them. They're outletting their creativity, and I think that's what I don't think any of us in this room have not like that we're just here for no purpose. Like we all have something that we want to be creative about. Like Tegan and Arya have their sim, and they're constantly tearing it down and rebuilding it. And like we have live singers in here who's some of them it's their livelihood, but also like it's a passion, so it's their creative outlet. And Nettie loves coming up with like themes and events and builds, and me and Nettie like bounce off of each other really well. I love building. I love the using the community as a creative outlet, and I love entertaining. Aaron loves fucking landscaping. Like we all use this platform for more of like the social aspect and as a creative outlet. And I personally don't see it as a game myself.
Yeah, I couldn't see it as a game. I mean, and it's not just a game doesn't just have objectives. I mean, there's objectives in Second Life too, especially when it comes to the social or business aspects. But like, there's no predefined objectives or predefined rewards.
Right.
You're not leveling up. You're not enhancing a character that doesn't exist in real life. Well, maybe for some people. I mean, it's really your avatar, is it not, an extension of yourself by some degree? I mean, it's either the virtual depiction of yourself or it's an enhanced depiction of yourself.
Right.
In a
Right.
game, you're really restricted, on in the ways that you can express yourself. Arya mentioned, like World of Warcraft has chat. You can join guilds. You can join communities. You can meet a lot of people. But World of Warcraft is a game. I mean, you want to grow your character. You want to level up. Here, if you see it as a form of leveling up, I don't know whether that's actually a healthy thing. It could be. Maybe you could consider it progress, but
Well,
by
they
and large, I
have
think
those. They have those farming things, right? I think Tegan and Arya were into them for a while, where you like actually it was fucking Farmville for SL.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we
Yeah.
did BU, and
Yeah.
now it's
My story.
my
My story,
story, which
It's
is
Yeah,
I
huge in the
couldn't get
RP
into.
community.
It's great for the RP community, but like I said, I mean, I do feel my connections are real, even if I mean,
Yeah.
I do still consider SL a game at face value. I love the platform and I love my connections, but I feel like my connections are deeper than the game and they're more into a real connection anyways.
Okay,
That
so that
my
ties into. Oh, go ahead, Jesper.
I was gonna say that my story is what I think almost turns it into a game in a sense, where it's like
Mhm.
those that don't consider it a game, I would question, like, whether or not they're interacting with me to get my story whatever's up, or if they really want to talk to me.
Yeah.
that's different altogether, and that's not, as Asher put it, it's an option. It's not the default for everyone
Yeah.
in the world, you know.
So
So
I
you
had met
really are just.
somebody.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. You really are what?
Honestly, I lost my train of thought.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's not you. It's the marijuana. It's not you.
Yeah, disclaimer. I think 3 out of 3 or 3 out of 6 of us are very high, excluding myself. Arya, Jesper, Nettie.
Yes.
Very
Um,
high, very very high.
so I actually met somebody in January who made it very clear to me that SL was a game to them, that it was not. It had no purpose in their real life. They didn't want their real life to be part of their SL. They were two separate things. So I'm curious how you guys separate. Like for me, I couldn't do that. Like I'm like Arya. The connections I make in here are real. I think it would be impossible for me to say, "Oh, you're just an avatar to me," because I connect with people too deeply. So how do you guys feel about the whole like people that separate SL from RL?
I just don't see how it's possible. There's
I-
been many times when I have literally turned off my computer, like crying or still laughing from hanging out with Aria and Abby, who are great to hang out with if you're down for sure. Um, but
y-
if you don't feel something before you turn off the computer, I mean, it's kind of crazy to me. I don't see how you can't take your emotion from what's going on in SL and then just turn it off as soon as you turn it off. Because that's, to me, that would be a game. So SL is definitely not a game to me.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I can respect someone that will tell me that SL is just a game to them, but I'll be honest, I'm probably not gonna put a lot into that friendship. And not, like I do value like real friendships and real connections, and I don't think like if someone was like, I don't want to talk about real life, I don't want to hear about your real life, I just don't see how there's enough SL only related stuff that would keep me interested in conversations.
Right. I agree. Like I don't think I've ever had an experience on here where I haven't gotten an attachment. Like even to people, the emotions are real no matter how they're felt, whether it's love or hate, right? And I mean, there's times I've been logged off here, like Tegan said, super fucking happy, and I go to bed with like the biggest smile on my face or whatever because I'm on here way too fucking much. But there's also times I've logged off here and like I've been sad or disappointed or hurt. And I think we've all experienced that. Like I just because I mean, we hear people say all the time, like, "Oh no, I separate the two," and I just personally don't understand it. And I actually would love to get somebody in here sometime that does feel that way because I want to understand. I don't think I've actually had a conversation, like a legitimate conversation with somebody saying like, "Well, how do you do it? How do you separate it?" It's
Really,
not possible.
I think that your question kind of depends too on how much people immerse themselves in Second Life, right? There's people that they get on maybe for an hour on the weekend and then that's it, and then they just go about their real life. And but then there's other people. We spend a lot of time on Second Life. There's people that spend all of their time on Second Life and have full-time jobs on Second Life and maintain all of their relationships that way. So really, I think it comes down to who you are as a person, and what you're looking to get out of Second Life. If it's just, like a fun thing where you get on Saturday night and you go see a couple of DJs and then you log off. I mean, you're not really going to view Second Life in the same way that a lot of veterans or people who spend, a couple or even several hours a day on here. It's just not the same experience for everybody.
Right. And the thing is, like, all the people that I have met that separate the two, that they say the separate, well, one of the main reasons they do it is because SL is just a sexual platform. Actually, all of the people that I've met that say that SL is a sexual platform and outlet for them. So on here, they come on, they play their game, and then they go back to real life. They don't, there's no commitment, there's no affection, there's nothing. Like they're absolutely able to disconnect and disassociate the two. I just don't.
Well,
I
it's
think
also
if you
kind
log
of,
off and you miss it, then SL is absolutely not a game for you.
What was she saying, Jasper?
I was just saying, I think it's also kind of interesting that it's normalized that you can have one or the other within this platform. Where if you think about if people acted this way in real life, it would be a little strange to some that someone acts completely different in two scenarios, like, or personifies in completely differently. So I think it's interesting that it's almost normalized for me anyway. If I ran into someone and they were clearly like, this is different, whatever, I would be okay with it. Like, fine, that's you. We probably won't talk much, but like
Aria said, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just think it's interesting that it's normalized here, and you kind of have to navigate that how you will.
I could see that being a thing.
Yeah. Let's jump into the next topic, which is SL drama. There's been a lot of, we're not going to, so that's the thing. When we discuss SL drama, no name dropping. Please, there's so much SL drama.
Not even specific scenarios that other people will pick up on, because we all know everybody's drama from Facebook.
Well, that's what I'm just saying. There's so much
Yeah.
drama on Facebook right now. So I guess like the question here is, and I'm gonna let all of you go first, but like, what do you do in SL to avoid drama?
My
I-
number
I-
one is I don't ask questions. Like, if like the less I know, the better.
Right.
So like if someone talks about drama and I just don't ask questions, I'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm a
when
nosy
there's
person. I like to know everything, but I don't like to involve myself in that drama, if that makes sense. So like, I'm not particularly going to ask for details, but at the same time, I mean, it's interesting viewing that stuff and learning all these different perspectives that people have. But I don't think there's any differentiation between Second Life drama, real world drama, work drama, all of the drama on the internet. It's like this everywhere. And really, you're just talking about how can you avoid drama in real life, because this is just the way it is in every single type of community, and especially at work. I mean, or high school, which is
What was
what
you gonna
SL drama is compared to a lot.
Yeah, what was you gonna say, Arya?
I don't remember. I was.
Sorry about that.
No, you're okay. I was sitting here thinking how high I am.
Well, one thing I'll say is like I think drama stems from when people's expectations aren't met, and like in general, especially online, because it's really hard to understand other people's expectations online sometimes. But like I think where Pixel Swagger sort of prevails over SL drama is I notice like the way we all talk to each other is different. It's I think we don't have any expectations for any of us, or at least that's how I feel walking into like a voice call or conversation. I feel like there are no expectations of me to be a certain way in the group.
Right.
So like I feel like that in and of itself makes it less drama, because I feel like when the drama seeps in, it's because we're hurt, and we're hurt because our expectations are met, but maybe we just have false expectations of other people. I don't know. So that's kind of where I think we do really well, and why it's so easy just to hop in a call in Pixel Swagger and not have to worry about drama.
I mean, like there's been a few times that drama has surrounded me, but I have this like I have a true belief that if somebody has a misunderstanding of me or doesn't have a full story, they deserve, instead of me just going to Facebook and lashing out and being like, you're an asshole, what the hell was you thinking, yada yada yada. I'm going to them and I'm like, okay, what's going on? We're talking about this. And I'm a firm believer in like saying the truth and saying how I feel, but I also like, expressing like what you did hurt me, or what you did was not cool, but if you notice, I'm not out there like talking shit about you. I want, like I basically I avoid drama by just not dealing with, like, I deal with
We
it.
don't let it in.
Don't let it in. Yeah, like it's just
We
there's
don't
what's the point?
engage in it. If someone
Right.
engages
Even if
us
somebody's
with it, we don't engage back.
if somebody's in our group call and they're starting to talk about somebody, I don't know how many times you guys have heard me, we're not talking about this, guys. Change the topic.
Yep.
Because I'm not about to be in here talking about somebody when they don't have an opportunity to defend themselves.
Mhm.
And I'm a true believer in that too. I am a firm believer though that I do not make judgment on anybody based off of what somebody else tells me at all.
I
Like
agree with
I have
that.
so many people come to me and be like, "Oh, you're talking to this person? Careful, they're drama, yada yada." And it's like, you know what? They haven't done nothing to me yet. And when they
Right.
do, when and if they do, which is very rare, people don't bring me drama, but when and if they do, I'll deal with it. Everybody gets one chance with me, and then it's you're out. Like, but if you do something to bring me drama or cause drama to me, I'm not going to shut you out, but I'm distancing. I don't have to shut people out of my life. I just need to distance from you until you either realize that like you're toxic and you need to fix yourself, or you just stay toxic and stay out of my life. Like that's all there is to it. That's how I deal with drama. I don't do it. Arya has never done it. Tegan's never had drama. I don't think Tegan's just too damn sweet. I don't even think you can have an opinion on this topic.
But you know,
I don't.
I think if anybody knows the capability of drama would be me and Abby. Like it's no secret that me and Abby, like in 15 years of friendship, we've butted heads, but we've always kept a respect for each other that we
Right.
don't go take it to Facebook. We don't go take it to other people. We cool down and then we sit down and we talk about it and we work our stuff out.
Oh my
And
gosh.
so like
Yeah.
and for that, that's how I avoid drama. Like if someone comes, if I'm feeling hurt or I'm feeling some sort of way, I don't go and put my emotions all over Facebook. Not I mean, I do put my emotions on Facebook, but not my emotions for someone else, not my hatred for someone else or my disappointment in someone else. Like, that shit's private.
Yeah.
Because, first of all, I feel like you would make yourself look like an ass, especially when you're back friends with that person a week later. You just look fucking stupid at that point.
It's also about learning. It's also about learning how people process things too. Like, so
Yes.
you just said, like, with me and you, me and Arya, we do butt heads sometimes. We're both strong-headed, independent.
Aries.
Yeah, we're Aries. But one thing I know about Arya is, like, if she's upset, she's not coming to me right away. She does sit and she does stew on it, but she doesn't say anything. And I normally I've realized, like, I learned this a long time ago. I got to give her a week, and then I message her and we talk about it. But I can't message her right away because she needs time to think about it. And possibly maybe I do too. Maybe that's the benefit for me too. But you need to learn about the people around you, like how they do things. Like, we have somebody in our group who just disappears randomly all the fucking time. We love them. That's just who they are. And we've come to understand and respect that that's just who they are. And sometimes they need a moment, and we're here to give them that moment and just remind them that there's a safe place here for them always, no matter what. And I mean, that person's going to know exactly who they are if they listen to this. Like, we all know who I'm talking about, but you need to understand the people around you also to also avoid drama. Because if I didn't understand Arya and I just got in her box and attacked her and been like, we need to deal with this right now,
Mm-hmm.
it wouldn't work. Because
Don't you think that's the source of all this toxicity in the first place and drama, is that nobody really takes a moment to think about what they're thinking about or the person that they're thinking about?
a lot of it's
just in so
respond.
much instantaneous reaction. You have a
Right.
minor disagreement over such an unimportant thing, and it blows up into this big thing that overtakes the community.
Yeah.
And it's needless and
Yeah.
completely unnecessary. But unfortunately, I think that's the society that we live in globally right now.
But
And I
there's
don't
also
know how
three
to
sides
escape
to
from
every
that.
story. There's three
Right.
sides to every
There's her
story.
side, his side, and the truth.
Yeah, exactly. And the truth is something that we'll never ever know if we're not actually involved. And people
Right.
need to actually, like, take that into consideration. Like, both people could be saying totally different stories. You can't believe anybody, but I don't know. Drama is drama. I think that we do a good job of handling it, and
Oh, for sure.
yeah, I don't do drama. All right, last thing that we're gonna do is, I didn't want to jump into another topic. There is a section on the Discord for people to suggest topics, and you're more than welcome to add them in there. It's the Pixel Confessions under the Pixel Swagger Live. You can add topic suggestions in there or comments or anything like that. Just as we've established, no fucking drama. Keep your drama out. Which nobody in our group is drama. Everybody's super understanding and super amazing. So I decided to finish off the last 10 minutes with some questions. I'm hoping I don't run out, but basically I'm going to ask a question and you all have to answer as honestly as you can about this question. Okay? So the very first question is, name something you do in SL that you would not do in RL.
I'll go on that one. I would never just take off my clothes randomly to try on something in a store.
My favorite one is I would never run around the room and spank everyone's ass.
Honestly, I
Although
would
that
never.
would be kind of cool. I would try it maybe.
I would never let a bunch of strangers spit in my asshole.
Oh god.
Yeah, I would never do the spanking thing like Jesper said, and I don't know if I would wear plugs in real life. I've considered it, but I just don't know. So
I
guess
would
for
never
me, it's
dress
more
so
of a fashion
slutty
thing.
in real
I would
life.
never dress so slutty, and I would never wear skirts without panties.
Yeah, that too. But like the mesh top I have on right now, I actually put pasties on for this video, even though you can't see. But yeah, like I don't think no, I have never worn pasties in real life. So like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Shoot. So
Yeah.
the next the next question is, does your avatar have any resemblance to you in real life?
Brown
Mine
hair
is
and
No.
tattoos, I
100%
guess.
no.
What
Yeah,
do you
I
mine's
guys
like
think?
100% no.
brown hair and tattoos. Maybe that's about it.
I mean,
Maybe,
my
maybe when I
avatar
put on
and
my
me are
glasses.
both white. Does that count?
Same nutty
You know,
place.
we're kind
So
of close.
so what's your opinion though on people that do make their avatars look very similar to their real life?
I think
Think
it's
it takes
awesome
the
that they're
talent.
able to
Yeah,
do that. I don't have the artistic ability to make myself look like me.
Agree.
I think it's creative.
I agree with
So
that.
personally for me, when I came back, I was actually trying to make my avatar chubbier. Because like I'm a chubbier person in real life, but then clothes just didn't look as cute. And I know that sounds horrible, but they just didn't. And also I got thinking about it and it's like, fuck it. It's SL. I can be anything. There's people that run around here and there's a dog that runs around here. Oh shoot. Somebody want to deal with that?
What?
The random
Oh,
We're
yeah.
having an SL moment.
SL moment. But no, like I guess my avatar is part of my creative outlook. My avatar is like an image that I would love to be, but I'm okay not being in real life. But I mean, also let's be honest here. Like I think a lot of people that do play this game also have self-conscious issues in real life period to begin with. Um so I mean, I guess like I don't want to say I live behind my avatar. That's for sure. I try to be, I share real life pictures of myself and stuff like that. I want to be truly transparent about who I am. But my avatar, I feel, does reflect like my personality, and an image of me, but not a physical image of me, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does. It does.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Do any of you have SL enemies? You obviously don't name them, but
I
I do
mean,
not.
people
I
have
do not.
made enemies of me, but I can't really say that I have any actual enemies. I mean, there's not people that I've encountered with that we just had a sudden dislike with each other and tried to avoid each other after that.
I
You know,
mean, I honestly can say that I don't have anybody on my block list on SL. That there's nobody I hate so much that I would never allow a message. Now, there's people I block for a short time because I need that space. But I usually unblock them and like, because I just don't have hate in my heart like that to be like, no, I'm never want to speak to anyone that I hate someone that much. That being said, I do know that there's several people who feel that way about me, who hate me, who will never unblock me, I'll never be able to win as a friend ever again, even if
oh
I
my
tried.
right.
god. What? You? No way.
But nobody's blocked if anybody ever felt like they wanted to reach out.
So
Yeah, I'm
I
just not
do
really a fan of
have
blocking people.
I have some people blocked. Like the thing is for me, like the only people that are blocked are people that um either have harassed me somehow and I just don't deal with that shit, or they they were toxic to me, or they're just constantly being nosy about me and they don't need to be, because like I have no plans or intentions or wants on being close to them. And there's a few people around right now that for some reason my name comes out of their mouth and I don't know why, because I don't talk to them. I haven't talked to them and I don't want anything to do with them, and I don't talk about them. So I have some blocked people on my list, but like that's just for my own protection. Like I said, I don't do drama, and I just don't want or need them in my life or to be ever contacted by them ever.
So, are
And
you a ghoster or someone that talks to them first before blocking?
I've no, I've talked to them first, and then they are aware they're blocked 100%. Just, letting you know, like, I think you're I don't, you're toxic to me, and I don't appreciate how you treat me or how you talk about me, so I'm gonna block you. I just want you to know I'm not gonna talk about you, but you need to stop talking about me, because, like, as of right now, you literally have nothing to talk about, and I blocked them. So they're all aware that they're blocked 100%. So, I mean, that's just how it is. Okay. Have you ever convinced a companion or partner, or been convinced to change your look or their look because you did not like it or they did not like it? Have you ever
I'll
changed your
go
appearance for
first.
somebody or changed somebody else's?
I'll
No.
go first. Appearances overall, absolutely not. SL, your avatar is an extension of you, so that should be something that you control and want to, you have it look how you want it to look. I've bought friends and partners and just people over the years, like, clothes to wear and stuff if I thought they would look good in it or if they liked it, but outright their entire avatar, uh, I would never ask anybody to do that because that's what they like. As just as well, I would expect the same respect in return. Like,
Yeah, I'm
like
with
me
you
for
on that.
me, not my avatar.
I would never force somebody to change their appearance. I mean, I've stated my opinion, to say, hey, I like you wearing that, or you look good
Right.
like
Yeah.
this. But, like, no, I don't believe you should. I mean, and different people have different opinions and rules on this, but, like, for me,
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I don't want to change my entire appearance for somebody else, and I wouldn't expect them to change their appearance for me.
Okay, well
I
then
wouldn't.
I'll
Yeah.
be the asshole in the situation and say yes, I have.
You've done this recently.
Yeah, but if they
Wait,
liked it,
wait, are
like,
you wait, no, wait, let's rewind though, Aria, because you don't necessarily tell people to change.
I don't tell them, but I do
Normally,
strongly encourage or drop very strong hints and buy them everything to make them look better.
Azure's outing me in chat, telling everyone my business. How I told him to change his avatar because it's ugly.
what?
From he
Oh
put
yeah, 'cause
the
he looks like his dad.
no, he put on the noob avatar.
Oh,
No.
so mean. He says he's like so mean. New basher.
I
Oh
would
my
I
gosh.
would never also never tell anyone, what I don't like, or if they ask my opinion, I won't lie to somebody. I'm gonna
Right.
be
Yeah,
honest.
exactly. So
But
I've never
I would
changed my
never.
avatar.
Mm-mm.
No. No, I've never changed my avatar for anybody. I mean, Aaron's asked me what I think of stuff, and I'd be like, your nose is crooked, or something like that, or that's really hot. And then the next day he changes it, and I'm like, no, put it back. It was super hot. But at the end of the day, though, like, he's made his avatar the way he wants, or I've made my avatar is solely me, and it's always been me. There's literally been zero influence. And I mean, I've had people say, "Oh, your hip or your shoulders are too wide, or your hips are too narrow, or whatever." And it's like, that's me. You need to accept me for me, because this is
Did
my
they
archetype.
tell you that your hips don't lie?
On and on, hips don't lie. Okay, that is the
Yeah.
end. We're gonna end it. We gotta end it, but we're on time.
Yay.
But I really appreciate you guys coming and being a part of this. We're going to record an episode every Wednesday, and we're going to post it every Friday. So Aaron is going to be our audio guy, and he's going to go in and just add our segment changes and stuff like that. Some dings and
And
sounds.
Yeah, and there will be some enhancement to our voice, so we're all the same volume, stuff like that. But yeah.
and then we're gonna continue some of these conversations in our Facebook group as well. So we'll
Yes.
ask at least one and maybe two of the topics and open it up for you guys to discuss as well. So that'll
We
happen in a
wanna
few
know.
days. We
That
want to
being
know.
Everybody.
said, Yeah, go ahead, Aria.
No, that's it. I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, good. So that being said, thanks everybody for tuning in that did tune in. I hope everybody enjoyed our topics. Just we want to also let everybody know we're not doing interviews on this podcast. It's always just going to be discussions. But we will have guests from time to time that can input their opinions so you can hear them. And we will try to change the topics up every week. And I hope y'all have a good time.
Bye.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Ah!
This was fun.
Bye bye.
Bye.